Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? Am I good? Am I right? Am I right? Am I tight? Let me lift up my head a little bit. Please drop down in the comments and let me know that you have made it in here with me. I'm just checking my audio, make sure everything's good. Yeah, drop down in the comments. Let me know that you are here. Happy Friday. Happy Face Beat Friday. You are now tuning in to my Finally Be Friday live stream. Today is like going to be super fun because I have a bunch of topics that I want to talk to y'all about. And on top of that, I am dropping a video today at 6:30, so you do not want to miss that. Sharing is caring. So as you're here, please make sure you share this out to people that you think would enjoy. We are going to be discussing some Real Housewives drama, the Real Housewives of Potomac. There's a little rumor out there that we're going to be discussing. We're also going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Y'all know that it just premiered this past Wednesday. So I got some thoughts and we're going to talk about it. Also, we are going to talk about, what else are we talking about? Braxton Family Values. We're going to be talking about that. That came on last night, season 7, episode 2. And lastly, we got to get into this drama with Martell and Melody Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Again, these are all things that I've been following here on my channel. So if you've been tuning in, if you are part of the beauty squad, shout out to you. I got my fan here because, honey, I get hot when we get to talking about all this good drama and mess. But all right, make sure as you enter, you drop a like, you drop a comment, and you share this video because it's going to be lit. I have me a little glass, so cheers. Cheers to you all. And I also got my water here because we got a lot to be talking about and I don't want to have to dry mouth when I get through it. Y'all, please excuse my nails. I still have not fixed them yet. This moving has been a lot. So before we get started, let me see. Before we get started, for sure, I'm going to just give a quick shout out to my Patreons. If you do not know what Patreon is, excuse me, Patreon is a website where the people that support me, my beauties, get early access to my videos. So this video that I will be dropping today at 6:30, my beauties have had access to since like Tuesday or Wednesday. So y'all, if you enjoy my content and you want to get like early access or access to my Discord, be able to tell me about things that you would like to see, topics that you would like me to discuss, or looks that you would like me to do, make sure you join my Discord. The link is down in the description box. It's as little as $5 a month. Okay, are we all set? Let me share just a little bit more because again, sharing is caring. And then we'll get started on today's topics. Like I said, please make sure that you hit the like button as you enter. I appreciate it. Instagram has like messed me up because I used to be able to just like run through and send like a mass little message to everybody and be like, hey, I'm here. But now it doesn't let me do that. So it's like, I have to, it's stupid. All right. So first things first, roll call. Who's here? Shout out, drop in the comments. Let me know that you're here. While y'all are dropping in, I'm going to give a shout out to one of my YouTube family. This is Bay and Bella Mukbangs. You can find them here on the YouTube. They do mukbang videos like all the time, 3-4 times a week. So I want to definitely give a shout out to them. If you head over to their channel at any point and you like what you see, make sure you drop down in the comments and let them know that B Stokes Styling sent you over there. All right, shout out to Bay and Bella Mukbangs.
I'm full already. I don't know, babe.
That's good, babe.
I think. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know.
That's kind of hard.
No.
Thank God we could drink.
Look at my sausage. Make your own sausage.
And some water. I thought this was gonna be easy.
All right, so that was Bay and Bella Mukbangs. They did that was their 12. What is it called? The Dirty Dozen Challenge. So basically, they had to eat a dozen eggs and a dozen like breakfast meat. I think they chose sausage, and they had to eat it all within 12 minutes. So if you want to see if they actually were able to finish that challenge, make sure that you check them out. Again, that is Bay and Bella Mukbangs. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Get into today's topics. So let's see what I want to start with. Let's start off with the Braxton Family Values. How about that? All right. Braxton Family Values came on last night. And if y'all know or do not know, I've been following this show for a while. Here recently, one of my videos that has gone viral recently was me discussing, and by viral I mean I had over 10,000 views, which is viral for me. It ain't viral for everybody, but that is major viral for me. But anyway, one of the videos where I was discussing Tamar and her mental health is something that really took off on this channel. So I decided that I would be bringing y'all some of my thoughts on the Braxton Family Values and this season. Now, we were told that Tamar would not be a part of this season. However, I guess she must didn't feel like the second half of the season, because she has so far been in the first 2 episodes. I'm just pulling up my notes, you guys. I'm sorry for looking down. Give me 1 second. But yeah, so she did film the first couple of episodes. So I'm just wondering at what point will she no longer be appearing? How far into it are we going to see? Now, we did see last night's episode was Trina's wedding, and it was a hot mess. Let's just say that, number one, this wedding was a hot mess. But before we get to the actual wedding, this episode starts off with the ladies meeting with Mama Evelyn and basically giving a recap and a debrief. They're all in St. Louis. It's almost Trina's wedding, and they were talking about the bachelorette party. Now, Tamar was talking about how nasty it was and they need to redo it and do an evangelical bachelorette party. And I'm not going to lie, she got on my nerves. This episode and the last, when it comes to talking about this bachelorette party. A bachelorette party is supposed to be a little wild. It's supposed to be a little crazy. That is the entire point of it being a bachelorette party. You're not supposed to be sitting in here sipping tea, okay? There's supposed to be male genitalia everywhere. There's supposed to be, strippers. There's supposed to be alcohol. This is all that's included in a bachelorette party. And so Tamar acting all holier than thou aggravated me the majority of this season. I'm just saying, boo, get over it. But she went on to make a big deal about it and said that she wanted to redo the bachelorette party, make it evangelical. And so the sisters all went over. They had on their Christmas pajamas. It was a cute little scene. Actually, this second bachelorette party, even though I felt like it was completely unnecessary, it was nice to see them getting together, joking, they singing, they were dancing. And again, it is the Braxton family. It's the sisters that we enjoy seeing. It was a way more lighthearted. And that's the stuff that we kind of want to see. While they were at the bachelorette party, we found out that Trina's little wedding cake was a hot mess, okay? She wanted a swan. She ended up with an Easter peep. It looked crazy. And then when they delivered it to the venue the day before the wedding, the head wasn't even on there. Like, it was a destroyed cake. Vaughn was upset, okay? He was like, did we pay for this crap? And we already paid for this. He was very upset. And I would have been upset too. How do you drop the cake off destroyed? It was a mess. Also at that scene, or during that scene, which was at the rehearsal, we saw that Judge Maybelline was going to be the officiant for the wedding. It's like nice to see her. I haven't seen her in a while. We also saw that some people were not there, such as Logan. Logan was supposed to be the ring bearer, and he did not make it to the rehearsal. Now, the day or two before, Tamar was making all of this hoopla about how she didn't get an itinerary. But why do you need this extended itinerary? I was sitting down at that table. She says, okay, the rehearsal's at 6:30. Get to the rehearsal. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult. It was aggravating me at how difficult Tamar was being during that. And also, I find it interesting that Logan is the ring bearer, because if you watched Get Your Life, you saw that he did not want to be the ring bearer. And I don't know if it was because he didn't want to be the ring bearer, or if he just didn't want his mom to be upset that he was the ring bearer. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. I'm just saying. So, there was somebody else that wasn't there. I think Mikey wasn't there either, the brother. I don't think he was there either. So they go ahead and do the rehearsal, and I found that weird because I thought that the couple, the betrothed, were not supposed to do the rehearsal. I thought that was bad luck. I know me and my husband didn't do the rehearsal. The rehearsal is for the bridal party. It's not for the bride and groom. As far as I know, maybe I'm country, but as far as I know, that is bad luck for the actual couple to be participating in the rehearsal. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know. Am I tripping? Because I'm pretty sure that's bad luck. Please make sure you comment down below and tell me, am I tripping? Let me know if I'm tripping. Also, we saw that for this wedding, Mr. Braxton, their father, will be giving Trina away. He will actually be attending this wedding. We found out. Now, we all know that this is Trina's third wedding. Well, technically, if we want to be technical, this is Trina's fourth wedding, because her and Gabe got married twice. But, you know, let's not be nitpicky. It's her third marriage. And so the first time she was married at the courthouse, no one was there. The second time, Trina told her father that his wife, Miss Wanda, was not allowed to be at the wedding, so he did not show up. Now this time, we are seeing that he is indeed invited. So is Miss Wanda, and he's going to walk her down the aisle. I thought it was funny how he was in the back. He was just jigging. He was just jigging in the back. Did y'all catch that? That was so cute and funny to me. He seems like a really nice older guy, like a little funny older man. And apparently he wants to sing at the wedding, which everyone thinks is a god-awful idea, because apparently the sisters did not get their talent from him. Where did they get it from? I mean, I guess Mama Evelyn must be able to sing. Wasn't she like the choir director or something? I guess. So then we finally get to the wedding. You know, there were a few other ancillary scenes that didn't make a whole lot of sense, I guess. I mean, not a whole lot of sense, but they didn't, make or break the episode. We saw Tamar and Tony go out to try to get Trina a cake literally the day before the wedding. We saw Trina and Tony together trying on the wedding dress. The wedding dress was beautiful. Yeah. So we get to the actual wedding, and it was a show. Like, it was chaotic. Nobody knew where they were supposed to be, what they're supposed to do. And I'm not understanding why it was this much confusion when there were only like 4 people in the wedding party, and then the bride and groom. Like, why is it this confusing? Why can't we not start on time? Who are we waiting on? I am so confused. Was it just me? It seemed crazy. They couldn't find the seating chart to see where Mama Evelyn and where she would be sitting and where the father would be sitting. They ended up sitting Miss Evelyn at the table with Miss Wanda. And Tracy was sitting at the table at the time too. And Tracy was like, is this a joke? Because my mama said that she would never dine with this woman. Miss E sat there. She didn't, they both sat there. Miss Wanda did have like a stank look on her face. Miss E was paying her absolute dust. They ended up moving her to her correct table. And then you see Miss E go in her confessional and said, I didn't even recognize her. Sure. I didn't even recognize her. I just realized at that moment, though, that I had the victory. And I was happy. I'm glad that it took you 20 years to realize that you have the victory. It took you 20 years to realize that there is no point in still being upset with your ex-husband, and to let it go. At this point, it shouldn't have been all of this for them not to be able to sit at the table together. That is just my opinion. They should have been able to sit there and eat and dine and break bread. It's not that deep, in my opinion. Some kind of way, we finally get the wedding started. The sisters are in the back acting silly, singing. It was funny. It was loud, especially because they were right there where the guests were. So I'm sure the guests heard all of that. But they decided that they would hold Trina's train and walk her down the aisle. What is this? Last minute adding on that they are doing to walk her down the aisle. Whatever. If y'all like it, I love it. The sisters have to be a part of everything. Trina can't just have her little moment walking down by herself. The sisters have to feel like, oh, well, we all need to walk together, I guess. Somebody knocked something over, and that's how the episode ends. I guess we'll get the last little piece of the wedding next week. I did not see the previews. If you did, let me know. Like I said, if you've been watching the blogs like I've been watching the blogs, then you would know that allegedly there was an altercation at Trina's wedding. So we did not see it. Nothing has happened yet. As of right now, everybody was in really high spirits. I also am wondering, where was David during this time? Because at this time, Tamar and David were still dating. So did TV just completely cut him out of the scene? Are we going to see him in the next episode? I'm a little confused. And we do realize that Tamar has been acting all holier than thou, because at this time she is still dating David, and he's this born again Christian, even though they're fornicating, and they have to be all high and mighty. I'm just saying. That was really it for the Braxton Family Values. Hey Coco, thank you for joining. That's really it for Braxton Family Values. Do y'all watch it? Do you care? Are you interested in this season? So far, like I said, I'm happy to see that the sisters seem to be in a better place than they've been, in the past. They seem to be joking and playing, but how long do you think that's going to last? Drop that all down in the comments. If you do like Braxton Family Values, I will definitely give you all reviews on it or my thoughts on it. I don't know if it'll be a standalone video, if it would just be a part of the lives, but y'all let me know down below in the comment section if you care. Let me know. All right, you guys. Let's see. What do we want to move to next? Let's go ahead really quickly and talk about this Real Housewives of Potomac rumor. It's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. I'm just going to say that. However, the streets have been talking. Shout out to LQ Love, who was the first one to send this over to my inbox. And then I've been in some Real Housewives of Potomac groups on Facebook, because I'll be obsessed and I'll be watching all the stuff. And so I went into the groups and they were talking about it in there as well. I'm going to just tell you what was said, and then y'all drop down and tell me who you think they're talking about from the ladies up here. The rumor is that one of the wives, is cheating on their new husband. That was the rumor. Who do you think they are talking about? That's just the rumor. Who do you believe that they could be talking about? That's just the rumor. I just want to know what y'all think. Hi, Bay and Bella. Shout out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it. However, wait. I don't know how to do it. But I'm with her. Wait, this way. How we go? There we go. I'm trying to get it, y'all. There we go. I'm not saying it. But the rumor is, this is just the rumor, word on the street, is that one of the wives is cheating with their new husband. All I'm going to say is, everybody else got old husbands. Karen and Ray, they old. Monique and Chris, they old. Who else we got on there? Giselle ain't got no husband, so we know she ain't talking about her. She ain't got no man. I don't care what they say about Jamal. I said what I said. Wendy and Eddie, they old. Juan and Robin ain't even married. So who do you think? That's it. That's all. I just wanted to bring that to you. That's it. I'm going to keep my eyes and ears to the streets for y'all. I do my research for y'all. Again, shout out to LQ who sent it to me and had me going all deep diving into my reality TV gossip groups to try to figure out what is what and what. Coco says, I love her, but I could see it. Really? I mean, they've only been married, what, a year? Well, 2 years at this point. 2 years already? I would hope not. Also, I feel like it's extremely stupid for any of these housewives or reality TV people to be out in public cheating on their spouses. Even if everybody doesn't know you, even though in the grand scheme of things, no, you're not an A-list celebrity, but there are enough millions of people that watch the show to be able to see you. Everybody has a phone. It takes nothing to do this. You know what I'm saying? So that would just be stupid if you ask me. Because like Candace says, she downgraded. Let me not be mean. Let me try to figure out what to say and not be mean. If you felt like you downgraded, then you probably shouldn't have got married. And what makes you so above Chris? I mean, Chris has a job, doesn't he? Isn't he like a chef or something? He got a job. Your only job is to be on the Housewives. What was your job before that? What things were you doing that made this such a major downgrade? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's keep moving because, honey, I ain't finna do it. Let's keep talking about the Real Housewives. Since we are talking about the Real Housewives, let me know. Did you watch the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? Were y'all watching it? Let me know down below. You already know I'm going to throw it up. Comment below. Let me know if you've been watching it, if you cared. If you cared about this new franchise. I did catch up on it last night actually. So the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City comes on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock on Bravo. Now, I don't know if I can remember all the ladies' names. So I'm going to tell you who stood out to me, who I remember. Now, this one here, right here, that's Jen. Jen is married to a black man. She used to be Mormon, I think, but then she transformed. She what's it called? Converted. She converted to Muslim to be with her husband. This one here, I think that's Lisa. Yeah, I think that was Lisa. She has issue with, no, I lie. That was Lisa. This one here. This was Lisa. This was Meredith. I can't remember her name. This is the black girl, Bae. I see you asking. Or Bella. This is Mary, the black girl. This is the one where everybody was talking about her marrying her step grandfather. And then this one, what's her name? Let me see. Let me pull up my notes so I can tell you these girls' names, because only a few of them stood out. Who stood out to me, of course, was Mary, because Mary got to stand out. Jen stood out to me, and Meredith also stood out to me. Let me read y'all's comments. Coco, you said you haven't been watching. Let's see. Baby doesn't know, my friend was telling me about it. Yes. Whose face? Who face? Are you talking about her? Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. Okay. Let me stop. Oh, Coco, you ain't right. You got me in here about to choke. Okay. Okay, so but yes, so I watched it last night. So it's basically, I'll give y'all the recap, and if y'all decide to watch it, you can come on over here and we will talk about it. So let's first off talk about the taglines, because I feel like for this to be their first season one, sometimes taglines can be sometimes taglines can be a little rough when it's your first season, but I felt like for this, they came in and they were giving it to me, and I was actually really enjoying it. My favorite taglines were, okay, let me see if I get this right now. Which one's Whitney? This one right here. This is Whitney, I think. Either this, one of these blonde ones, but I think it's her. Yes. Whitney's was, I may be a rose, but I'll check a prick, or I'll take on any prick. Something like that. I was like, uh-oh. Okay, Whitney. And then Lisa, which is this one. This is Lisa. Okay. This one's Lisa. Lisa owns a tequila company. Like, they have 3 or 4 tequila brands. Lisa says, if you just remember, if you take cheap shots, you'll wake up with a hangover. I thought that was a cute little line. The rest of them, they had decent little lines, but those were my favorite too. I had wrote those down. So then the episode starts with Jen over here, Lady Lip. And we are at her chalet. And when they put on the screen Jen's chalet. And let me tell you something. It was a chalet, honey. This was not a chateau. This was not a, what does Bailey call, what does Cynthia call hers? I don't know. Baby, this was legit a chalet. Like, the driveway was this beautiful circular, and it went into this bit almost like castle-like house. It was gorgeous. You hear me? So we see her with her black husband. He's in there being Chef Boyardee, cooking it in the kitchen, wrist flipping like a stir fry. He was getting it. We meet her 2 sons. She says that she is Tongan, Hawaiian. and something else, and that basically in Salt Lake City, Utah, people just consider her to be black. I mean, especially she has black sons, she has a black husband. People just think that she's black. Okay. So at my first little meeting of her, I was like, okay, Jen, okay, I'm gonna see how I feel about Jen. We find out that Jen is the premise of this episode is that Jen is throwing a birthday party for Meredith. Meredith is the one directly behind me. This is Meredith. That's Meredith. All right. So Meredith, we get a scene with Meredith. We find out that I want to say she what does she do? She dresses celebrities. She's like a stylist or something. Her husband, I want to say, lives in Chicago. And so it's mainly like that. And I guess they go back and forth. And it's mainly her and her son who lives in Salt Lake City. So it's like I said, the show is about her. We get a scene where the dad is calling the son because I guess they're supposed to be doing a surprise for her. They have the entire like living room of their house decked out in roses and candles, and it looked very beautiful. And it would have been romantic if you come home to this and it's your husband there, but instead she comes home to this and it's her son there. And I'm just going to say, this is just my personal opinion. If y'all watch the show, y'all tell me what you think. But it seems like there is, and the son is, he's like maybe 19, a young gay guy. He seems really sweet, but it seems like there is an unhealthy attachment with Meredith and her son. Like it seems like it is them two, and even though she's married to her husband, he is not really a part of the picture. I say that mainly because if this is my birthday, you need to be here, hubby. You need to be here. Especially, this is my birthday and this is my first birthday on the television screen. You really need to be here because you already know people are going to be nitpicking. People are going to be watching everything, watching the dynamics. And we already know about the housewife and reality TV curse when it comes to relationships, which we'll get into that a little bit later. Let's see. Then we go through the obligatory, there it is, scenes of meeting the other ladies. Nothing else really stepped out. At this point, I'm not going to lie, I was a little tuned out. So then we get the first cast meeting, and we had Jen, this one here, and this one here, her. So we had Jen, this is Whitney, and I don't remember her name. Maybe I got it written down somewhere else. So they're all sitting down and they're talking about the group and how, oh, I'm throwing this birthday party for Meredith. Jen is throwing this birthday party for Meredith. And basically that is all just a guise for Jen to throw this elaborate birthday party, because it had absolutely nothing to do with Meredith, but we'll get there a little bit later. And while they're talking and kikiing, Jen brings up that Lisa, the one that is the tequila mogul, Lisa say, I don't remember Whitney. Now, is that who? Lisa basically says, I don't remember Whitney. Whitney had went on to talk about how they went to college together. They had known each other. Lisa say, I don't know that girl. And what I did know of that girl was that she would break the honor code. In other words, she a hoe. So don't try to put me with her because I don't know her. Of course, you already know that it's going to cause some issue and some strife, because how dare you say you don't know me? We've gone back for 20 plus years. Ain't that by the blip? But you don't know me? And you're insinuating that I was out here spreading it, dipping it low and spreading it wide. So we are already seeing the first rift of the season, which will be between them two over there. Now, there's a second rift of the season that's going to be between Lady Lip and Black Girl Mary. Now, let me tell you about Black Girl Mary. Y'all have seen all of the things on the blogs talking about Black Girl Mary burying her step grandfather. So I'm gonna tell you how it happened. She says that basically it was written into her grandmother's will that one of the grandchildren or one of her girls, is what she said, would marry her husband so that they could keep their riches in the family and that they could take care of him. Now they've been married for 21 years. And I think they said they have about a 22 year age difference. So she was in her late 20s and he was in his 40s when they got married originally. And it was, again, written in the will. First of all, y'all, tell me your thoughts on that. That's some otherworldly stuff there. Now, I ain't never seen nothing written in the will about you marrying my husband when I leave. Like I said, the whole thing was so that they could keep the money and the empire in the family. And I get all of that. But can we do that without me having to marry my step grandfather? Paw? Like, I have more questions. I'm sure many of you do. I have more questions. Number one, how long had your grandmama been married to him before you got married to him? Like, did he see you grow up? Or was he like, she didn't get married to him till you was grown? Do you, y'all been married for 20-some years, so I'm sure y'all have had coitus. You going after your grandmama? I couldn't imagine going after your grandmama. Like, I don't believe in sharing pain with family members. A sister is stretching it. A grandmama? Now, what now? But now what I will say is, playing devil's advocate, I do understand them wanting to keep the family wealth within the family. But this whole thing just sounds scandalous. It sounds like too much, and I wouldn't want to do it. Now, we also find out that Black girl Mary here is also the first lady. So so her husband is, I guess, the preacher. And Black girl Mary is the first lady. Now, the first thing we get is her meeting with this one over here. And we find out that Mary and Jen, Lady Lip, have an issue. Basically, Mary says that she has a very strong nose and a very bad affinity to the hospital. We all know what hospitals smell like. And she says, I just can't be around the hospital smell. It makes me physically sick. And I had some very bad experiences. And her and Jen had been really cool at some point. But Jen had an emergency with a family member at the hospital. And when she met with her, she was smelling like hospital. So Meredith made a comment saying how she can't take that smell. From there, these two have had a falling out. Yeah. We'll get into that just a little bit later. We also find out that Miss Mary here does not have a filter and that she's a label whore. That's what I put in my notes. She's a label whore with no filter. Like, she's like a real Black girl. Like, even though when you put her up here on this cast list, I'm not going to lie, she looked more like the Black girl than she do. She's not trying to assimilate. It doesn't seem. It seems like it's she for real. Out here with it. So we get another scene with Jen preparing for the party. She has an old white man as her assistant, and I felt sorry for her. Hey, Tasha. She has an old white man as her assistant. I felt sorry for him because she seemed like a witch. Lady Lip seemed like a witch, like someone I would not want to be my boss. Hey, the happy Sia. What else do we have here? Let me take a sip, child. I'm trying to make sure I go through everything. Overall, though, while I'm going through my notes, making sure I ain't forgetting nothing. Um, Overall, it was a decent episode. We were just really finding out, getting introduced to everybody. Back to Meredith. Meredith said something about for her birthday. Oh, wait, y'all. This is what happens when you film with the camera. If it die, I'm still here, y'all. I'm gonna be talking y'all through it. I'm still here. Give me 1 second. I tell you what, while I finish resetting because my camera done died, I got to get an ox for this. We're gonna have a quick little commercial break. We had Bay and Bella in the chat, so I want to make sure I shout out to Bay and Bella again, another fellow YouTuber here, and this is their Dirty Dozen Challenge. This is just a small little clip, so shout out to Bay and Bella. If you go over there, make sure you let them know that Be Stoked Stylist sent you.
I'm full already. I don't know, babe.
That's so bad.
I think. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know.
That's kind of hard.
No.
Thank God we could drink.
Look at my sausage. Make your own sausage.
Ooh. Want some water. I thought this was gonna be easy.
All right, y'all. I'm still resetting, so I'm gonna go ahead and shout out one more of my YouTube fam. So shout out to Mila's Mind YT on IG. Shout out. We'll be right back. One more commercial break, y'all.
Bruh.
All right, we back like we never left. Sorry about that quick little intermission. All right. So I was telling y'all about Meredith, old in the face. She's turning 48. She's talking about, I'm turning 48, but I lie and tell everyone I'm turning 35. Bitch, you look 52. Don't sit up here and play in my face. That's all. I'm sorry. Don't sit here and play in my face, honey. We know you turning every bit of 48. We know it. Come on now. Y'all do too much sitting up here talking about I tell them I'm 35. Honey, I'm closer to 35. Don't put yourself in your 30s with me. Okay? Let me hush. Let's see. So we finally, I'm gonna end it off, y'all. I want y'all to make sure y'all watch it because I want us to talk about it. We get to the party again, the party that Jen is throwing for Meredith at Jen's chalet, and literally the step and repeat. They had a step and repeat for them to take pictures. Remember now, this is for Meredith's birthday. Remember that the step and repeat says Shaw Chalet. It doesn't say anything about happy birthday. Meredith, 48th, B-Day Slay, none of that. It has her name talking about Shaw Chalet. So that's already letting you know how this party finna go. So Jen comes in looking like, not Jen, but Meredith, the birthday girl, comes in looking like she has on this like, excuse me. she has this pink like feathery something or another. It's like a whole bunch of feathers on her. What I wrote down, I said she looked like a mix between a flamingo and a woolly mammoth. Like that's what her outfit gave me. It was real flamingo mammoth. Flamammoth. That's what we'll call it. It was real flamammoth, honey. I was not feeling her outfit at all. She comes in, she's schmoozing. Hi, schmooze. Thank you for joining my party. And she's doing all of this. Jen, the hostess, literally makes a grand entrance in some kind of pink sequence outfit to your girlfriend's party. Then there was a scene where Jen had some Tongan, I think they were called Tongan dancers, which are like Hawaiian dancers, come out and do like a tribute. Again, this is for Meredith. The producers say, what does Tongan dancers have to do with Meredith? She was like, nothing. It has everything to do with me. So it's at this point that I realized Jen is going to be the one who is very much so self-absorbed, who thinks that she is the HBIC. And I kind of like her. Like, I don't like her enough to want to be her friend, but I do like her enough to watch her because I think that she's going to be kind of funny. So at some point, Jen pulls Meredith off, not Meredith, Black Girl Mary. Jen pulls Black Girl Mary off to the side because they need to have a conversation. Apparently, they're not cool. Why did you say that you didn't want to be around me because I smelled like hospital? And it was in this moment that I realized that I'm not going to like Mary, and Mary's going to turn out to be like the villain of the season. And I don't want y'all to think that none of the women are going to vibe with her because she's Black. I think they're not going to vibe with her because she's nasty. Basically, Jen comes and she's just saying, my aunt was very, very sick. She was a double amputee. It was a very, very traumatic thing. And then you said something about the way that I was smelling like hospital. So then Mary goes on to say, well, I didn't say anything. Who told you I said that? So they said, oh, my friend, that some ancillary character, let's call her Becky. Becky said it. Mary says, well, call Becky over here then. So Becky come over here. Becky said, well, yeah, I was sitting right there. That's what you said. You said Jen smelled like hospital. I don't want to hear from you no more. You're dismissed. You can go. Well, you just call Becky over here to try to prove your point. But because she ain't saying what you want her to say, now Becky got to go. And then Mary goes into her confessional and basically says, it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, she said your aunt was 60 getting her legs amputated. That means she has a bad diet. Maybe she needs to drink more water. This is literally what she's saying about this lady's grandmama in her confessional. It was so nasty to me because, First Lady, this woman is coming to you and just basically saying, I was going through a very hard time. I had just left the hospital with a family friend, and I understand that, your nose might be sensitive. However, it hurt my feelings. And instead of just saying, well, you know what, that wasn't what I meant. I have some trauma that deals with the hospital as well. That's why I couldn't be around that. I wasn't trying to offend you. It's just things that, trigger me. Instead of saying that, she completely blows her off. And if y'all were supposed to be quote unquote friends or whatever, then you shouldn't have said that. So in this argument, I'm going to let y'all know right now, I'm with Jen. And it set a very, very bad taste in my mouth about Miss Mary. And I'm with Jen. I'm just saying. It was very ugly. And again, you're supposed to be first lady. You don't need to act like that. Yes, Coco, I definitely can see Jen being the Karen of the group. She can be the Karen of the group. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't necessarily see it for Karen in the beginning either. But as the seasons went on, I love me some Karen. So, possibly. And now, Coco, we all know what hospital smell is. I knew what she was saying when she said, I don't like hospital smell. And I mean, I feel you. I don't like hospital smell either. However, the way that she handled that whole situation was very much so, it was nasty to me. It felt real nasty. I didn't like it. I don't know why my mama calling me. My mama always call me when I'm on live. Mother, I'm on live. Mother, I go live on Fridays. Yes, mother. I'm finna show you on the screen. I'm finna show you on the screen since you interrupted my live. All right. Love you. Bye. Bye. Call Cliff. Yes, mother. I am cute, mother. My chat says, hey, mama. My mother says, hi, you guys. Bye. I don't know why my mama be doing that. She know I go live. She was like, oh, I forgot. Okay. Let me see. Let me see what y'all is saying. Right, that's why it's so cold, because hospital smell ain't it. Well, that's cruel, but it was extremely cruel for her, the way that she came to her. Especially, like I said, this lady sitting up here telling you about how it hurt her feelings that you said that. It was just real. It was messed up. It was real messed up. And like I said, I'm Team Jen. That's just that. Thank you, Spencer family. Shout out to Spencer family, my YouTube fam. So that was the major break. That was like the major drama this episode. Also, again, between Lisa and Whitney, the one on the end here, Tequila Empire and Whitney, they were at the party, honey, and Miss Lisa was giving Whitney dust. Like, Whitney went to go speak. She act like she didn't even see her, like giving her dust. So I'm trying to figure out what the backstory is with that honey bunches of oats. What's going on there? What's going on there? Did you take her man? That's why she thought that you was out here being the princess of Thoughtlandia in Utah. What's going on there? We also one of them also got married. Like, I think it was her, Whitney. This one here, she said that she married into like a high dollar Mormon, like $1 billion family, got married into it. She ended up divorcing. She said she divorced because she was not a good Mormon. She liked everything that was not Mormon. Alcohol, parties, black men. She said she liked everything that is anti-Mormon. I said, oh, I think I might like her. It tickled me. But that was, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I felt like it was a decent opening. It was not the strongest of openings, but it was good. I'm ready to see the dynamic. I find it very interesting when you have these predominantly white franchises, and then you get, a woman of color here or there. So I just like to see the dynamic that happens, because we don't see it often. It tends to be either they're all black or they're all white. I mean, we just got one in Beverly Hills last season. We're getting one now in New York. So I'm glad that they're starting off this franchise with, a black woman. And then I'll say Jen, a woman of color. So I'm excited to see it. I'll keep up with it. If y'all don't watch it, but you just want to hear about it, let me know down in the comments. All right. And we got one more story, one more little story that I came here to talk about, and it is a hot mess, you guys. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. It is right there. That's a hot mess. I don't even know where to start or how I want to start or anything. Okay. I put the question that what in the sister wives is happening here, you guys. Let me take a sip. As a matter of fact, let me tell you what. Before we get into discussing them and this sister wives foolishness, honey, they need to be in Utah with the Mormons so that Martel can just have all the women that he wants. Because that's all he wants. I'm talking to you. That's all he wants. Let me take a moment and take a quick little sip and give a shout out to my beauties. That is my Patreon. Shout out to y'all. All right, we back. Oh, it's so much. It's so much. So let me give y'all the recap because I know not everybody watched the show. I see we got Spencer family that says she enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the show. I did. I really did. I enjoyed the show. But this right here is a mess. Okay. For those of you who are unaware, this is Melody and Martell Holt from the hit on reality show. Hi, Kim. Hey, thank you for joining. From the hit reality on show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I had started doing reviews on it for this second season. It did get cut kind of short just because of the Rona and everything like that. But I'm going to let y'all know right now. This is a hot, true story. This is a hot mess. All right. Let me tell y'all what happens now. Let me break it down. The premise of this show was following three couples who were all friends down in Huntsville who wanted to do some real estate business together. Now, each of the couples is at a different stage in their marriage. You had Kimmy and Maurice, which was my favorite couple. They are newlyweds. We got, that was Kimmy. We had Letitia and Marceau, which was the brother and sister to them. Those are the other Scots. They've been married for, I want to say it was like maybe 13 years. And then we had Melody and Martell Holt, honey. They've been married for 10 years, got 3 beautiful kids at the beginning of this show. They are the power couple, honey. They are Huntsville's #1. Do you hear me? They are out here, honey, dipping in and doing it. Everybody knows them. You want to know who else knows them? This one here. Miss Ariane, I don't remember Ariane's last name. Ariane was Martell's mistress and had been Martell's mistress for 5 years. Now, when we first saw the first season of this show, honey, they done made me think I'm going to have to refill this. When we saw the first season of the show, we thought that this couple was it. We thought that they were just black love and unity until they began to speak. Where my wine at, y'all? I'm sorry. I'm trying to find my bottle of wine. I'm trying to. Because it's a mess. And it give me a headache. And I've been watching all of the interviews and everything so I can come back and report it to y'all. So when we first get them, we thought that everything was great until they start opening up about past infidelities. Now, we find out that Martell had been cheating, but under the guise of the first season, we thought that they were done with, that he was done with this illicit affair and that they were working towards getting things back together. Well, by the end of season 1, we come to find out not only he had not been done cheating. In fact, he was still in contact with the mistress, which he called a peasant on national TV. He was still talking to her. They were still canoodling. There were rumors that he had bought her a matching car, a Bentley or Benz or something, a matching car. She's a nurse out there in Huntsville. Everybody knew who she was. So then it came out that Funky Dineva, shout out to Funky Dineva, found out Miss Ariane, found out about her and talked to her and got all the tea. So then all the tea was that she had been messing with Martell. Melody knew. Even though she wanted to not be with Martell, he kept coming back. This is all the stuff that we seeing. Then he starts going to therapy. So then we find out that him and Melody are trying to work it out because at the end of season 1, Melody was done with him. Melody was not talking to him, and I was like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Put your foot down. Don't let him out here be a philanderer and you just take it." I was here for every bit of it. But somewhere between the end of season 1 and the start of season 2, they had got back together. And not only did they get back together, we find out that Melody was pregnant. Hot mess. Hot mess express is where we are. Okay, now this is all season 1. This is all what we found out of season 1. So this was a year and a half, dang near 2 years ago. So much has happened since then. Let me take a moment before I keep debriefing y'all because it's a lot. Let me read your comments. Make sure I ain't behind. Diamonds, Curls, and Pearls say she need to check it out. She from Alabama. Girl, check this foolishness out. Christopher said, "Damn, I didn't know it was 5 years. Thought it was like 2, LOL," which is no. It's been 5 years of him cheating with Miss Ariane Curry. That's her last name, Miss Ariane Curry. Now, over here on the streets, we have all been referring to her as the mistress, but baby, might not have to refer to her as that much longer, and we gonna get into it. Let me see now. Let me see. Child, if they have an open relationship, just say it. At this point, that's why I have the question up here. What in the sister wives is happening here? Okay? Because this is I told y'all they need to go on over there to the Salt Lake City with the rest of the Mormons and just go ahead and say what it is. Just say what it is. Spencer Phillips said, "I thought they worked through that and he was clean." Girl, he wasn't clean. Ariane, now see one thing about it, Ariane goes on to the live all the time. Now, you got to know where to find these lives. Because I don't follow her on Instagram. However, I follow enough people that follow her. So I get all the lives. And basically, she said that, when he was doing all of this, talking about her on the show and stuff like that, he was still calling her, to the point where Ariane called Melody to tell her to come get her husband. Like Kim say, honey, that sounds like a whole side wife to me. That's a whole side wife. So she said, Ariane basically goes onto her Instagram live and is bragging that, you out here with your husband the same day that you posting pictures on Instagram with your husband trying to be the happy family. He come and he snack on my box. Them ain't my words. I'm just telling you what was said. I apologize. I'm just telling you, it's too much. It's too much, but we ain't even done yet. This is just the recap. Okay? Y'all get with me. This is just the recap. I ain't even telling y'all about what's happened. This is just previous. Okay? So season 2 comes out. We find out that Melody, well, in season 2, we see Melody and Martell trying to work it out. She's pregnant with their 4th child. I don't want to keep holding my fingers up because my nails look a mess, but I'm just saying. Can't read nobody with my nails looking like this, but I'm just saying she's pregnant with a 1, 2, 3, 4 child. And they are supposedly trying to work things out. By the end of the season, they were still together, but you could tell that she was over it. She wasn't here for his foolishness. And by the time the show aired, she had moved to Atlanta and left him officially down in Huntsville. She says that she was completely through with their marriage. By the time we find out that she is completely through with their marriage, we also find out that Miss Ariane Curry is expecting a little boy in December. Yes, you guys. I said what I said. Miss Ariane Curry is in fact expecting a child. Now, I can't say outright because I don't want no problems. I can't say outright who the baby daddy is, but word on the street, and we can pretty much be, pretty certain that Martell Holt is in fact Ariane's baby daddy. Okay. Now, mind you, again, his 4th child with Miss Melody Holt is not even a year. I think the baby, I think she had the baby in November of last year or early December of last year. But yes, within a year, he has now gotten his mistress pregnant. So this is his 5th child, allegedly. So we here on these YouTube streets and in the blogs have known about this child since about April. When did it start? When did the season start? I know I knew when the season started. What month are we in? It's November. So no, not April. I know I've known about this kid probably since about June. Yeah, I've known about the baby since probably about June. So Ariane never came out. She's just now, she hasn't really been posting pictures and stuff like that. But we all know, ears be to the streets. Those people in Alabama be talking. They let us know. Hey, Triumphant Tip, thank you for joining. Girl, sip slow, child. Sip slow. So, okay. Yeah, so we found out maybe about in June about this child and everything like that. Now, Martell has denied this baby. But Miss Melody Holt herself was the first one to let us know about this child. I'm going to pull up the video. Y'all give me one quick second. I'm going to pull it up for you. I got a lot of screens open right now, so my computer's moving a little bit slow. So I'm trying to paint the picture till I can get it up here on the screen. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And I got hot in here. All this mess, confusion. Got my pressure up. Woo! Woo! So Melody was the one to let us know about this, to actually confirm this baby. Now, like I said, we had all known about it. We had all speculated about it, but Melody was the first one to actually confirm that Ariane was in fact carrying Martell's baby. Let me see if I can get it to pull on up. Ooh, my computer moving slow. Come on, baby. Y'all wait. I got me a new computer on the way. Y'all just wait. While that's pulling up, let me see if I can read y'all comments, y'all, because this is a mess. This is a mess. I done got hot. I'm sweating. I'm going to snatch this wig off. Woo! Okay. Yes, I'll say this is too much. What's wrong with them, honey? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? Because, see, let me say, and while I'm pulling this up, let me say this. See, Martell, you licked was it a gift horse? You look the gift horse in the mouth. Is that what they call it? Is that how they say it? Anyway, however they say it, Martell, you messed up because, see, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me finding out that you done cheated. Ain't gonna be no second, third, fourth, and fifth, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years, 5 years of this type of foolishness happening, because I'm through with you. And then Melody, I look at you just as stupid because you gonna turn around and have a baby by him, have another baby. You already in that thing 3 babies deep, but you're gonna turn around and have a 4th baby with this man who has been cheating on you for as many years as you got children. That's a problem. So I'm already looking at you sideways. Woo. Woo. But then, Martell, you go on, because we know you're fertile. You go on and get your side chick pregnant. It's just a whole mess. Let me try to find this part in which she confirms it, y'all. Give me 1 second. The girl is too ghetto. It's too ghetto. It's a shame. Y'all say control alt delete and take a U-turn. Y'all went down. Look, they have gone down the wrong road. Oh my goodness. The absolute wrong road. Oh, my computer's working too hard. I can't get this video pulled up, y'all. I'm sorry. I really wanted to. But if I try to push this computer any further, it will probably crash on y'all. And I ain't trying to crash my live today. Y'all know my live will crash. And I ain't trying to crash it. I got all this stuff set up. I ain't got time to be crashing it. But just know I'll probably have to go back and put the links in to the videos. But yes, Melody was the one to confirm it. Now, after Melody went on her live, so what had happened was, what made Melody come out and confirm all of this was that she was going to drop the kid. No, she was going to, she had moved out the house and she was going to get some of her belongings from the house. Well, Martell had a whole hissy fit because if y'all watch, y'all know he real emotional and he real petty. And so he had a whole hissy fit and like locked up her belongings in the car, would not let her out the driveway, was just doing the most. So she turns around and gets on Instagram Live that night and blasts him, because while he's doing all of that in the daytime, he's posting on Instagram trying to look like Super Dad, talking about how he's cooking for the kids and all of this kind of stuff, and how Melody don't do nothing for her kids, which is why she got on the live to blast him. Okay, so after she gets on live and blasts him, Martell Holt then goes to try to shop his story around. Now, word on the YouTube streets is that he first had his mistress hit up Funky Dineva to get an interview with him. Funky got on the YouTube and said that when he talked to Martell, Martell basically was like, well, don't you want to do an interview with me? And Funky Dineva he said, if I wanted to, I would have. I'm not going to ask you to do an interview. I don't have anything I want to say to you or ask you or, all of this. So then allegedly, Martel goes over to unwind with Tasha K. And he tries to shop that he wants to do an interview with her as well. Well, that did not pan out. Next thing you know, we see Martel on live with Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine. If y'all don't know, Dr. Heavenly has a YouTube channel, and she did an interview with him. Now I'm gonna pause right there because I had a few things to say. Now part of me wanted to give y'all a review of the interview. Part of me was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. But then when all this extra stuff came out, I had to come and I had to give y'all all my thoughts. So that's why y'all getting a lot. I'm unloading a lot right now. Okay. So my first thought when I saw that Martel was doing an interview with Dr. Heavenly is what in the backstabbing is going on here, because Dr. Heavenly and Melody have been working together for y'all know Melody does Mail and Mimosas or something like that, where she does like a women empowerment brunch or something like that. And just a few weeks ago, Dr. Heavenly was one of her featured panelists for this online little show, brunch, seminar, webinar, whatever you want to call it. So I found that very funny and kind of backstabbery that Dr. Heavenly would turn around and then do this interview with Martel. I'm going to give y'all the clip notes of the interview. Basically, Martel went on this interview to talk about and allege about Melody having an affair with one of his frat brothers, Melody allegedly having multiple abortions during their marriage. I ain't said it. This is what he said. This is what he said on Dr. Heavenly's live. He goes on to talk about how he's such a good man and he's such a good father. And if I want sex and if I want dome, then my wife just needs to give it to me. And she stopped giving me sex. So then and she told me to go find a girlfriend. So that's why that night I went out. And that's when I got with Ariane. And I just been with her. And if she would have been doing what she was supposed to do at home, keeping me topped off, then it wouldn't have happened. I'm paraphrasing, but this is essentially what he said on this interview with Dr. Heavenly for 50 minutes. Now, Dr. Heavenly let him say all of these things, and she didn't really rebut too much, which also had bothered me. By the end of it, she was like, Martel, you full of ish. You full of ish and you a cheater. And Martel goes, I'm not a cheater. I've never cheated. In all of my relationships, I've never cheated. I'm not a cheater. Question, sir. Doesn't cheating make you a cheater? Whether you did it in your first relationship or your second relationship, or you cheated for half of your 10-year marriage, the fact that you're cheating with your wife, even more than if you would have cheated with a girlfriend, I don't really care about you and your high school girlfriend and you and the little high school girl go dip it and do it behind the bleachers. I don't care nothing about that. This is your whole wife, the whole mother of your 3 kids. So how are you saying that you're not a cheater when you literally cheated repeatedly over and over and over and over, and you leave your wife, then you go to her, and Ariane, I'm gonna get to her in a minute. Y'all give me a second. Let me not jump ahead of myself, because see, y'all get upset. I'll get upset, and my crazy will show out on the YouTube, and I don't want that. But he said that he's not a cheater and that he was driven into the arms of Ariane because his wife was not giving him what he wanted. Let me read y'all's comments before I bring it on home. Because I got to bring it on home, y'all. Because it ain't over. I got to bring it on home. Woo. Okay. Coco say he lucky Melody ain't somebody else. He lucky Melody ain't me. That's all I'm going to say. Because the way my crazy is set up, my neck is itching just thinking about it. Ugh. It's nasty. It's just nasty. Spencer Family says she wasn't happy about staying. I don't wrong her for it. I also thought counseling was helping, but damn, he don't give a F about his life. No, I'm about to push back on that one because just my opinion. You know, I can't speak on nobody else's marriage because their marriages are complicated, and this we all know. However, what I will say is we all, as women, we make the decision in how we give our bodies and how we can protect ourselves. And one thing I know that me personally, what I would have to do is protect myself from having another baby by this man. He'd be worried about me not having sex with him. That would be something that you brought on because I can't in good conscience with myself sleep with you and you out here sleeping with her. And we already know that she is a woman of low morals because look at what she's doing. So I don't know what or who else she's doing out there. So you can't come from out there in them streets and then come think you're going to lay up with me. And if that means that you now feel more justified to lay off in them streets, then we don't need to be together. That's my opinion. Yeah, they toxic. All right, let me see. Yep, delusional, all of that. Kim says, unless they're in an open relationship and he doesn't consider it cheating. Well, at this point, they're in an open relationship because at the point where your mistress can call the wife, that's an open relationship. That again, what in the sister wives is happening here? What is it? Let me see. Spencer Family say, put all that energy into keeping the fire burning in your marriage. Probably can't even last more than 10 minutes, but asking for more sex. Exactly. And now I said Dr. Heavenly was upsetting me, but I will say Dr. Heavenly was she was giving it to him like, well, if your wife was not giving you, sex, why did you not try to get with her and figure out what the problem was? Why weren't you talking to her? Why weren't you instead of trying to put all that energy into this outside woman, why weren't you doing all of that to try to save your wife? And see, that's what a non-cheater would do. That's what a non-cheater would do now. But apparently, I don't know what non-cheaters are because non-cheaters have mistresses for 5 years. Let Martel tell it. Okay? He said they must have an agreement since he feels it isn't cheating. I'm saying. You say I'm done with homie now. Minute Man asking for more. Child, yes, they are worse than Stevie J and Mimi and Jocelyn because at the end of even though that was a hot mess, Stevie wasn't married to nobody. Stevie didn't have multiple businesses with nobody. Stevie only had that one child. They had 3, now 4 children together. All right. So let me get back to the story, y'all. I'm gonna bring it on home for you. I'm gonna bring it on home, and I want y'all final thoughts. Y'all get ready because I'm gonna bring it on home. All right. So after Martell goes on and do this hour interview with Dr. Heavenly, where he basically blames all of his infidelity on Melody and the lack of sex that they had. True story. Melody hits Martell with a gag order, basically saying, keep my name out your mouth over here on these here internet streets. She hit him with a gag order. I was like, yes, Melody, shut his old dirty mouth self up. Shut him up. We don't want to hear your mouth. You are dismissed. All right. So we don't hear nothing else from Martell. But just 2 days ago, today Friday, just on Wednesday, via All About the Tea, Funky Dineva, and Unwind with Tasha K, a new story has been leaked, allegedly by a source extremely close to the mistress. And I know that Funky told us that we should be calling her by her name, but that's the mistress to me. And I'm saying that nicely because I don't say bad words here on my YouTube too often. So I'm that here because I have another word. I got a few other words that I could that I feel that women like this are, but I'm gonna be quiet. Let me see. So, what is this? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sitting up here. I'm trying to I don't want to show this. What is this? Get off of my screen. Somebody spamming my comments. Let me block them. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know who that is, but you're blocked. Don't come in here spamming my comments with foolishness. Okay. So yes, on Wednesday. Look. Thank you, Kim. You know the word. Rhymes with more. Core. Bore. Allure. What is you waiting for? I'm sorry, I got loud. Look, I'll just say, anyway, according to a source that's very close to the mistress, allegedly. Let me make sure I say allegedly because this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Allegedly, Martell Holt and Miss Ariane Curry are planning a wedding. Now, mind you, I just want before I go in, I just want to remind y'all that Melody and Martel are not even officially divorced. But according to a source very close to the mistress, one more time, Ariane and Martell Holt are indeed planning a wedding. Where they do that at? Somebody tell me where they do that at. Hey, Paulindo. Where they do that at, y'all? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm gonna put the links to all of these videos. I'm gonna put them down in my description box after this live. I wanted to pull them up and play them for y'all, but like I said, my internet is acting a little bit slow because my computer is acting slow. Excuse me, because I got so many programs open trying to give y'all the best live stream I can. And honey, this little laptop is like, baby, you doing too much. You doing too much. But yes. Yes. So let me see what y'all are saying. Especially, they've been together since college days, multiple business, huge success story, your family, etc., etc. This is so sad. It's so sad. It's trifling, is what it is. And see, there's just so many things. So Melody just celebrated her birthday, and this is the even sadder part. Melody celebrated her 35th birthday on Wednesday, which was the same day that this alleged wedding news was released to the blogs. What kind of a birthday gift is that? And it's like when this man, like he more and more, it's like when you think he can't get any lower, so you're gonna cheat on your wife. You're gonna cheat on her for 5 years. You're gonna cheat on her. You're gonna call your mistress a peasant on the TV, but then you're gonna go back to this peasant. Then you gonna try to blast her on the internet as if she's an unfit mother. Then you get the side chick pregnant. Then you claim to be marrying the side chick. It's just like the Thank you, Paulino. Funky ghetto. It's just a hot mess. It's a mess. Where I need that doggone Nene meme. Ooh, the ghetto. Ooh, let me slide over here. I don't want none of that on me. Get off of me. I don't want it. I don't want it. Go away. Oh, y'all, thank you so much. Thank y'all. I've really been trying to put a little extra stuff into my lives, y'all. That's why I've been gone for a while trying to get everything together. So I appreciate it. Woo! But this is a mess. This is a mess. White refrigerator. This is they got a 62 Pinto on bricks out in the front yard with a washing machine and the white refrigerator, and now all of that's on the porch. And then they got they clothesline of panties around the top of the porch. That's how ghetto we are. That's how ghetto we are right now. And it's so sad from this what was a beautiful family, beautiful looking, aesthetically beautiful family, educated, successful. See, you know why you can't put all that stock into all of that worldly stuff, because all of that's going on the outside. They look beautiful and shiny and gorgeous on the outside, and on the inside, honey, they are rotten. They are rotting, and it's sad. Whew, it's sad. Yes, honey, they got all the roaches, and it ain't them little regular roaches that go away when the light turn on. Them the ones that sit there and drink a 40 while you watching your stories during the day. Okay, it's a hot mess, and Martel, the arrogance, the entitlement. I really do wish that I could pull up this interview, because when I say, and I was up in that live, I was in the chat. Y'all know I was in the chat. Y'all know I like to be in the chat. I was all up and through the chat, chatting my opinion. Not all of which I'm gonna say right here, but if y'all go watch the replay of the chat, you'll see my name fly across there a time or two. You'll see my name fly across a time or two, because I had a whole lot of thoughts about that, because of the pure way that he was. I want to pull up a little bit of it so y'all can see it, just in case y'all say. I had to send it to my sister. I was like, Brady, look at this. She called me back, say, why you made me watch that, girl? Not my ass itch. I need to take a shower. That's a country saying that we say. Don't judge us, okay? Don't judge us. Little ODB, okay? Ooh, it's a mess. It's a mess. Spencer, I'm sure it wasn't all bad with them, but now people will only remember this BS. Hello, they were beautiful together. Such how sets can F things up. And you know what? It's so sad, but at this point, it could not have just been sex. It could not. You're not going to sit up here and tell me that he has literally blown up his family just off of sex. If that were the case, also, I don't know how many mistresses are out there. Yes, this is Ariane, but to me, I feel like she probably was not the only one. That's just me speculating. I ain't no proof to it. I'm just saying, if you will cheat once with one person, you'll cheat twice with two. So that's just my take on it. It sucks. It sucks, because if your issue was that your wife was not, performing sexually like you would have wanted her to, the last thing to do would be go out and have sex with someone else, because that would make you not want to have sex with that will make your wife not want to have sex with you. Like, and you're risking, you don't care about, like Spencer Family said earlier, you don't care about your life. You don't care about your health. You don't care about your wife's health. You don't care about the mistress's health. It's sad. Ooh. So cash rules everything around me. Hey, dollar bill, y'all. Okay. Let's see. His sex addiction did, but if he's marrying her, who knows? LOL, he definitely a cheater. And see, I believe in that old school saying that the way that you get him is the way that you leave him. Now, I truly do not believe. Now, I know this is what the rumor mill is saying. This is what the blogs are saying about this particular couple, and I understand all of that. I truly do not believe that him and the mistress are going to get married. I think that she is out here trying to play up her position, but this is the same man that was on this TV show calling you a peasant. This is the same man that has not uttered your name, who has not claimed your baby, who has not claimed you. And you want us to believe that now, all of a sudden now, y'all are finna get married? I do not believe it. I think that she is out here trying to save face, because Funky Dineva went on his channel and read her down. Do you hear me? Read her down. He called her coleslaw. I know y'all like coleslaw. What? Uh-huh. He said Melody was the 2-piece dinner, the biscuit, the sweet tea, but Martel realized, oh, I ain't got no side. I need a little coleslaw. I'm missing a little extra. I just want a little coleslaw. So he said Ariane was the coleslaw. He said, but one thing about it, you can't make no meal out of coleslaw. I said, you better say that. You better say that. When he said it, he better said it, and he said it right. And so at the end of the day, why would you want to marry him? Why would you want to do this? Why would you want to be with him? But also, like, there could be no trust. There can be no trust built off of that. Because if this is what he would do to this woman who has been with him since college, who has, again, multiple business, multiple children, multiple investments, if he will do this to that woman, who do you and what do you think you have? Because I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no cooch out here in the world that strong. Not strong, but strong enough to make you tear up your whole family, then turn around and go back with you and be faithful. It ain't. It just ain't. It just ain't. Where is it at? I'm trying to, because I don't want to do this whole video, y'all. I'm trying to get it to pull up. Everything will move a whole lot faster once I get my next computer. Oh, Paulindo, this is a couple from one of the reality TV shows over here, and they are going through a whole lot of mess. Who was the wife of the sister, grandmother, sister? No, they're sister wives, meaning that I'm married. No, I'm not married. Let me not even put that over here on my household. I rebuke it in the name. Meaning she's married to him. Hold on. Let me make it bigger so we can see it. Hold on. Where my mouth at? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you exactly what it means. Meaning, here we go. Meaning she is married to him and to her. They all married together. That's what that means. They all together. They sister wives. I call you up, girl. Let me one more time. I don't mean I. She called her up, girl. Can you send my husband back over to my house? I need the trash taken out. All right, give me 1 second. Hey, Martell, your wife wants you. It's sad. I feel sorry for the children. That's who I feel sorry for. I feel sorry for the children. because all of this is out here in public domain, and there's gonna come a time where they all have to be together. I know I'm over here joking and playing and all of that stuff. I'm joking and playing, but in real life though, there's gonna come a time where this is gonna have to be explained to their children, and it's messy and it's not right, and it's just, ooh, it's a mess. Let me get them off of my screen. I'm tired of looking at it. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about them. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good day, sir. Ooh, all right, you guys. I am hot. I am tired. Look, we done had a whole good little key. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I'm actually gonna go ahead. I know normally I'm on here from 3 to 6, but I got to get back into the swing of things. Okay, it's been a while since I've been doing this live thing. It's been a minute since I've been on live. I will give y'all a little bit of time if you have any questions that you have for me, if y'all have any topics that you would like to discuss. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. If you have any topics that you would like to discuss, I am here. I'll stay on for just a few more minutes just to make sure that I don't miss anybody, any comments or anything. Thank you. I have enjoyed this. I'm trying to get back into the rhythm. I'm really enjoying the new setup. I will be dropping a video, a Face Beat Friday video. It will be coming at 6:30. Excuse me. Yes, I have a Face Beat Friday video coming at 6:30 today. I'm sorry, I'm up here trying to check. Make sure I'm not missing anything on my phone, because sometimes things come quicker on my phone. And yeah, that's it, I guess. Yeah, I think that's it. Make sure you have your notification bells turned on. Shout out again to my beauties. Before I head out of here, I am going to definitely show y'all a little clip of my Rev Air Reverse Air hair dryer. I am an affiliate with them, so if you have ever been looking at that hair dryer, if you're interested in it, make sure that you use my coupon code BEAUTY to check it out. You'll get an extra 10% off of your order, whether it is the products or the actual hair dryer itself. So I'm gonna let y'all check that out, and we're gonna sign out of here. My thoughts on the Rev Air dryer. I think that it's amazing and how it cuts the time for blow drying. Got my hair pretty straight. It could always be straighter if I did use my blow dryer and a Denman brush. It definitely got my hair to about a 7 or 8. So if I were to want to straighten it out and silk it out, you know, it would be no problem to do with a flat iron. Also, the settings that I used was the high heat and high tension settings. So high heat and then a level 7 on the tension. That's what really pulls it nice and straight. Now I have 3C 4A hair, so if you have any kind of 4A, 4B, 4C hair, don't even play, just go ahead and put it on high everything and silk that thing on out if you are wanting it straight. It was perfect for this style. I still have body, I still have movement, and literally I did my whole head in like maybe 10 minutes, 15 tops, and I don't even think it took that long. If it took that long, it was because it was my first time and I just had to kind of get like adjusted. One negative thing is just the size of the blow dryer. Now it is a pretty bulky blow dryer in comparison to like my in-salon blow dryers. However, it does come with the stand and it does have a very long cord, so if you want to like set the base on the bottom of maybe your station and then just set the stand on the top of your station and use it like that, you're able to do so. So I think that's nice. That's just the one kind of con about the whole thing. It's just how bulky the unit itself is. But other than that, I have no negatives about the Rev Air. I'm very, 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 very satisfied with it. I'll probably be blow drying my hair a bit more than I normally do, just because now it's a lot easier. It's way easier than using a comb attachment and 100 times easier than using a Denman brush, which is what I would normally do to blow dry my hair, which is why I don't blow dry my hair. But if you have used the Rev Air, if you would like to try the Rev Air, make sure you head over to their website. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Light is air, hydration, invisible sun protection, defends and
I'm sorry.
while reducing the look of pores.
I'm sorry, I'm sitting up here snacking. I was sitting up here snacking, but that's it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. I will be here next Friday. Y'all know I do this each and every Friday from 3 to 5 or 6. I'm probably going to change it to 3 to 5 now. I know normally I do 3 to 6, but I think I'm going to change it to 3 to 5. That way we can hit our hot topics, have a little discussion, and call it a day. I really do appreciate all of you who joined me, who shared me out. Remember, you can share because sharing is caring. And yeah, all of that. Come back. Please don't forget to come back to the channel at 6:30. Your notification bell should be on. Please don't forget to come back to the channel at 6:30 for the premiere of my latest video. Thank you to anyone and everyone who has donated or joined the Patreon, because it's because of y'all's donations that I have been able to upgrade my equipment. If you like it, if you think it's doing good, make sure you continue to support, you guys. I really do appreciate it. So I'll be back next Friday from 3 to 5, dropping my Face Beat Fridays at 6:30, and also my Real Housewives of Potomac reviews tend to drop either Monday or Tuesday. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. With my broken fingernail.